Hey, so in my last video, I said we were done with what was it? Knightquest, the Crusade. I almost said Nightfall there. That we're all done. No more Asbats, but I lied because there is one more issue of Knightquest, the Crusade, and it is a secret kind of hidden issue. And so, what is this? This is in a title called Batman and Superman, World's Finest. It was a mini series. I think it was 10 or 12 books that came out in '99. This one's December '99, so I guess it kind of spilled over to 2000. Not a lot of people probably know about this. Also, '99, if you remember, not a very good year for the comic book industry. It was kind of a lull and a slump, and a lot of the Image stuff had like kind of crashed, and a lot of the independents had crashed, and so this book came out. Now, when this book came out, I loved this. I thought this was awesome because I had thought that I had read every Asbat story there ever was, and I thought I had finished all the Reign of the Supermen, and this was like a little bonus extra. And so, if you're not familiar with this miniseries, it basically centered on, well, it's kind of shiny, sorry, Batman and Superman meeting every year for 10 or 12 years. I should have looked that up. In their careers and kind of telling the backstory of everything that happened. So when this story opens up, it says here, oops, let me go right here, World's Finest Year 9, and, oh, where was it? It says 2 years ago somewhere. Oh, there it is, sorry. 2 years ago. So in real time, from 99 to 93, it's been like 7, 8 years since Nightfall. But in comic book time, it's only been 2 years, and of course all this stuff's been retconned and everything like that. And so it starts off, and there's some kind of break-in, some kind of masked ninja, and we see all four of the Reign of the Supermen say, this looks like a job for Superman. But which Superman? Because there's the four kind of imposters going after this ninja guy. But then all of a sudden there's four other imposters, and I remember when I read this, I was like, who are these guys? I don't remember these guys, and I think they're just for the story that here is written by Carl Kessel and, of course, Graham Nolan pencils, which is awesome because he, did so much of the Nightfall, Knightquest, Knight's End stuff. So basically, we have kind of a little posturing here between all of these 8 pretending Supermen, all saying, hey, I'm the Superman, no, I'm the Superman, and of course they all start fighting and trying to beat each other up. And this guy is supposed to be like Superman's like ghost come back from the dead, and everyone's saying they're Superman, and here pops in Batman, but it's Bruce Wayne Batman, so this must be just before Bane kind of broke his back, and he's kind of realizes like these are not imposters, and he knows what's going on. And so the 4 Supermen from the Reign of the Supermen take out the imposters, and we soon learn that ninja guy, it was his plan to have 4 guys dressed up as pretend Supermans, and he was going to be the 5th pretend Superman and kind of sneak out of there. And he tells the guards this, and the guards buy it, but guess who's not buying it? Bruce Wayne Batman, right? And Bruce Wayne helps the Reign of the Supermen take him down, especially Superboy and Eradicator and Cyborg Superman. And then Batman kind of quickly realizes, like, look, you guys, you're not the real Superman. See, he says, here, I came looking for Superman. I'll know when I find him. So he's gone. But then we forward to part 2. It's kind of like 2 separate stories, and here we see Asbats, and it's kind of hard to say what point it is. I love a little nod to Anton Furst's Arkham architecture and design. It's hard to say. It looks like he's got the Razor cape at this point. He's got the gun on his arm. He's got the modified helmet. He's got the bat symbol, but doesn't have the light on his chest. So I think this is somewhat kind of towards the end of Nightfall, Knightquest. I should say, not Nightfall. After Nightfall. And so here is Asbats, and he kind of meets Superman. And now this is the reborn, reincarnated Superman, with the one with the long hair and the mullet. Although in this artwork, 99, he had gone back to the short hair, and they kind of, if you look at the art, they kind of downplay his long hair. It's kind of longish, but they didn't go full-on mullet, because I guess they realized that was not good, although that's kind of shaggy hair. But anyway, so basically, long story short, or short story long in my case, the sorry, I just noticed the sign in the background says Jesse. I thought I was supposed to say Jesus, but maybe they changed it. Or oh, Majestic. I think that's what it says, Majestic. Sorry, I thought it was a church sign saying Jesus. I always think of that Poison video, Something to Believe in, where underneath the broken old neon sign that used to say Jesus saves, I guess Majestic for Gotham. But anyway, sorry, I'm getting off task here. But anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, the story. That's right. I knew there was something. Anyway, somebody's been murdering and killing criminals in Gotham, and of course, our buddy Clark Kent, reborn Superman, thinks it may be Batman and his new style. Now, of course, the helmet, as Superman says, is lined with lead, lead-lined mask, so he doesn't know quite whether that's Bruce or not, but he's a reporter. He knows what's going on here. And so, one thing leads to another, and they end up seeing that this guy right here with the white eyes has been inspired by Batman to kill criminals, but Batman, comes to take him down, and Superman, never wanted to find a door, just busts right through the wall here, and that's a kind of an interesting face on Superman. But anyway, so we get a little bit of confrontation. The criminal gets his hand cut off, with Superman cauterizes that wound for him. And then Superman thinks Batman is going just way too far over the line. And then they, some more bad guys show up and surrender right away when they see Batman and Superman there, the world's finest. And, oh wait, is that the light? I can't tell if that's the light in his chest or not. It looks kind of weird. But anyway, they kind of have like a little, I don't know, just a very gruff confrontation where Superman says, hey, you better not cross the line, or, I'll come get you. And Batman says, I draw my own lines, and Superman just kind of gives him a look here. So, all in all, the story is not fantastic. So when I reread it, I was like, this is not the greatest story, but I just remember loving this because it was a time going back to the well, going back to something which I thought, I had read every story and seen every piece of art, and it was all done, and here it was going back for another story that we hadn't seen, and I just thought it was awesome. And they have not done a lot of throwback stories to the reign of the Superman and Asbats, and considering 52, New 52 and Rebirth have retconned that stuff out, you probably won't. But I definitely recommend picking this up. My book is in kind of rough shape. It's ripped and everything. I've had this in my classroom. Lots of kids have read this book, so I've read this a million times. So this would not get a very good grading on the if I got this book graded. But as far as just a good read, it's pretty awesome, and I think you can get this book for like $2 or $3 on eBay, so not that big a deal. So anyway, that is your bonus episode of I don't even know what I'm saying here. A bonus episode of Knightquest: The Crusade, part bonus. All right, thanks.